All right, hi guys. So in this video, we're going to talk about the Lovers. The Lovers is number 6, and the 6, honestly, to me, just talks about love, balance and harmony. Um, make sure you're focusing on love and coming from a place of like kindness and compassion, that kind of thing. All right, and then the Lovers can also represent the sign of Gemini. I don't really feel the need to point out the signs, honestly. I guess when it comes to collective readings, I don't really feel led. Like sometimes I will feel the need to like point out the sign. I think that's just kind of like guided. But really, the only time I really point out signs is maybe in a personal reading. Like let's just say the Lovers comes out and you are a Gemini. Like I notice things like that. But I don't really feel the need most of the time to like point that out for like I said, collective readings. But the Lovers to me clearly is like a partnership. I would say like a soul connection, but then it can also represent a choice. And really, I just thought of it as a relationship before I was reading the books, and I recognized that, or excuse me, I read that it can represent a choice. But it makes sense. There's two people here. You can see it's kind of like duality, and I keep forgetting to like point out the pictures. But these particular decks, we have the Weaver Tarot, we have Grand Tarot Luxe. This is Golden Universal Tarot, and then we have the After Tarot. And I did find these books finally. They were under my organizer. I knew it was somewhere over there, but I just couldn't remember. But yeah, if you look in this picture, so you have two hands, and it just looks like they are like kind of actively manifesting something together, creating something together. Here they look like star-crossed lovers, and then we have the swans, and I believe like swans mate for life, that kind of thing. And then you have the white and black, which could represent like duality to me. And then in this card, we have the two people here again, and then one side just looks like it's like ripe and thriving, and then you have this side that's kind of like this tree looks like it's on fire, or looks like it's withering, again just like that balance and harmony. Something about this mountain in the middle, I don't know what that means, but I'll have to go back and look at that. But I'm like noticing it in particular right now, and that's what happens sometimes with when you're doing a reading, you'll notice something in particular. You might not know what it means, but it might mean something to the person you're reading for. So I tend to point that out. And then this angel right here looks like, basically reminds me of spirit, kind of like ordaining something. And then here we have the Lovers again with that mountain in between. It's the same scenario basically, and then he's given her an apple. And again, with this being the After Tarot, it's like something that has come after, like kind of like looking into the future basically. And then again, the angel has a sword. It's almost like, again, something has been decided. All right, so let's see what the After Tarot says. The After Tarot's meanings are kind of weird. It says the Lovers is the card of choices. Like I told you, that's what I learned. Choices and consequences. It's a card of love, passion, and commitment, but it's also a card of communication and clear thinking. The Lovers, Adam and Eve, stand naked and unashamed in the Garden of Eden. Above the clouds, the archangel Raphael is waiting and watching. He's about to catch Adam and Eve sharing their forbidden fruit. In the meantime, the serpent who tempted them is stealing away through the grass. So I actually don't even remember reading that part about Adam and Eve and sharing the forbidden fruit. But again, it looks like it's already past. Yeah, like the act has already been done basically. But I like the After Tarot because it just gives you another glimpse, as far as the scenes go. And then with the Golden Universal Tarot, we have it's not really like a synopsis, it's just kind of like keywords. So we have trial, choice, test, crossroads, decision, affectionate relationships, and an encounter, the beginning of a relationship. And so yeah, and again, I just make it pretty simple. A relationship or a choice. I'm noticing that we're at crossroads. Usually like the twos, like Two of Wands to me is more so like crossroads. But again, it just depends on each particular reading that you're doing and the vibe that you're picking up on. And I wanted to read the Threads of Fate one. So we have the Lovers, we have deep connection, love, sacred relationships. We have this card signals a deep connection with another person, while often romantic, not strictly so. It could mean love is on its way to you, or is referring to a relationship that is currently on your mind. This card is encouraging, asking you to allow yourself to be vulnerable and honest in this relationship. It is important to remember that love is a choice. Despite the struggle, joy, pain, and excitement it brings, it will always be a choice of whether or not you want to continue to show up for the relationship. Something to remember about relationships is that there is always a life and death life cycle. Life, death, life cycle. There will always be times of tension and then times of ease. And as the years pass, you will find that you will reach moments where aspects of the relationship need to die in order to move forward. This is replaced by a new freedom and space that brings new adventures. One must be curious about what the future brings and how they can explore themselves within the relationship. And that's upright. And then reversed, we have the Lovers reverse signals a relationship that has gone sour or is in conflict. The challenge in any relationship is that both parties bring all their baggage to the table. As you continue to get comfortable with one another, our issues make themselves known. You may be dealing with the long-standing pattern right now. Once again, it is a choice, whatever you do with it. You can choose to be curious and vulnerable or to shut down. You can choose to walk away or stay. Do whatever feels healthiest to you. And I guess I'll read the Grand Tarot Lux's meeting too real quick. So we have, for the Lovers card, I couldn't resist the Romeo and Juliet portrayal, even though it results in a purely romanticized image. This card is also about other kinds of relationships, bonds, and commitments and connections, particularly those based on shared values. Okay, they're not swans, the cranes. It says the cranes are a symbolic flourish. As a pair, they are known to mate for life. So even though it wasn't swans, again, I was correct as far as the birds mating for life. So let's see what we can get for the Lovers today. Usually, again, I only like one card, but sometimes I don't get what I ask for. Like sometimes, 3 cards will continue to come out, and at that point, I'll just take them. But I like to try and keep it as simple as possible. Usually no more than like 2. If it's not making sense after 2, hopefully no more than 3. And I'm not one of those people that talks out loud clearly to ask questions. I just think it in my head, and yeah. All right. Okay, interesting. So, we have Judgment and with the Ace of Cups at the bottom. So, honestly, it looks like somebody is getting ready to make a decision as far as offering a relationship. The Ace of Cups to me can represent healing, and of course we'll get this card will have its own video at some point. But the Ace of Cups to me can represent healing, most likely. Again, I like to keep it simple. I would say a new beginning, but a new beginning as far as like relationships are concerned. So yeah, it could be like a new relationship with yourself, like you focusing on your self-love, but then it's gonna also be like somebody offering somebody else a relationship. But again, it looks like we have the Lovers clarified by Judgment. So it looks like somebody, and Judgment, honestly, to me, is again some serious decision. So the Lovers can also mean decision, Judgment meaning decision. A very serious decision has been made or will be made as far as the relationship goes. So that was pretty simple, and I like that. Somebody could have been waiting to offer this relationship. But yeah. All right, so that is the Lovers. I hope you guys like. If you do, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.